America's biggest challenge in 2025. Rise or collapse? The U.S. economy has been carefully walking a tightrope in 2023. The Federal Reserve's relentless interest rate hikes aimed to tame inflation have taken their toll. GDP growth, which had shown remarkable resilience in the first half of 2023, unexpectedly ground to a halt in the third quarter. Manufacturing and services sectors, key indicators of the economy's health, experienced contractions. Consumer confidence, a barometer of economic sentiment, plummeted to a two-year low. As these economic challenges unfolded, fears of a recession loomed large. While a recession was narrowly avoided in 2023, the path ahead remains uncertain. Analysts predict that economic stagnation may persist throughout 2024, setting the stage for a pivotal year where the U.S. economy could either rebound strongly or face a more significant downturn. The trajectory of the economy will undoubtedly be a major factor in determining the course of 2025 and whether America will rise stronger or succumb to its internal divisions. Political chaos. A House TV Datas. The U.S. steps into 2025. The political atmosphere remains fraught with tension. The resounding message from the 2022 midterms and the 2024 election is that voters are yearning for change. With control of the House of Representatives hanging in the balance, the prospect of a divided Congress looms large. Such an outcome would almost certainly lead to gridlock, complicating the legislative agenda and paralyzing the government's ability to address pressing national issues. The implications extend beyond domestic policy. A divided Congress would send ripples through international relations, potentially undermining the US's global standing and its ability to navigate complex geopolitical challenges. This polarization could also exacerbate social divisions within the country, deepening the existing ideological rifts and hindering the pursuit of common goals. The coming year will be a critical moment for American politics. Whether the country can bridge its political divide or succumb to gridlock and dysfunction will profoundly shape its trajectory. Global threats. A world in turmoil. The year 2025 promises to be another turbulent chapter in an already tumultuous global landscape. Conflicts that have dominated headlines in recent years show no signs of abating. The war in Ukraine rages on, casting a long shadow over European security and sending shockwaves across the global economy. Protests against the backdrop of political instability continued to shake regions, reminding us of the fragility of peace. Climate change, a looming specter, intensifies, driving extreme weather events and underscoring the urgency for global cooperation. As the world confronts these challenges, the U.S. finds itself at a crossroads. Its decisions and actions will carry profound implications for global stability and prosperity. Will America step up to the plate and demonstrate global leadership, or watch from the sidelines as the world grapples with these critical issues? The stakes couldn't be higher. The road ahead in 2025 is fraught with peril and uncertainty. Global events have a direct bearing on the American people, from energy markets to supply chains and diplomatic crises. How the U.S. navigates this treacherous terrain will profoundly impact its own stability and its role on the world stage. The threat of a divided country. At its core, the fabric of American society is being stretched to its breaking point. Political polarization has morphed into a deep societal divide, fracturing communities, families, and even friendships. This growing chasm threatens to undermine the very essence of the nation's identity and cohesion. Today, Americans find themselves increasingly segregated into echo chambers, each reinforcing their own biases and demonizing opposing viewpoints. Social media, once a tool for connection, has become a breeding ground for misinformation and hostility. It fuels the fire of division, making constructive dialogue almost impossible. The consequences are alarming. Vital issues that demand national attention, such as healthcare, education, and gun reform, become battlegrounds for political warfare rather than opportunities for progress. Furthermore, this division poses a significant threat to the nation's democratic fabric. It erodes trust in institutions, discourages civic engagement, and creates fertile ground for extremism to take root. The United States, often seen as a beacon of democracy, risks losing its moral authority on the global stage if it cannot bridge this widening gap. Is America ready to rise again? For decades, the U.S. has been synonymous with innovation, opportunity, and freedom. However, The dawn of 2025 reveals a nation grappling with formidable challenges that threaten to tarnish its image and undermine its core values. From a polarized political landscape to economic uncertainties, from global conflicts to a divided citizenry, the road ahead seems fraught with peril. Yet amidst these challenges, there exists a glimmer of hope. The spirit of resilience that has defined the American character throughout history could serve as the catalyst for positive change. The United States possesses the intellectual capital, the technological prowess, and the human resources to navigate these turbulent times. What it needs is unity, a shared vision, and an unwavering commitment to its founding principles. If Americans from all walks of life can come together, bridging the divides that have held them apart, they can chart a course toward a brighter future. By embracing dialogue, fostering empathy, and focusing on common goals, the nation can transform its challenges into opportunities for growth and renewal. Moreover, America's position on the global stage remains pivotal. As conflicts escalate and uncertainties loom, the US's role as a beacon of democracy and human rights is more important than ever. By championing these values both at home and abroad, America can inspire other nations and peoples who aspire to live in freedom. 2025 could be the year when the US emerges stronger, more united, and more resolute than ever before. It is a testament to the enduring strength of the American spirit. But this transformation is not without its complexities. America must confront its internal demons, address its systemic flaws, and evolve to meet the challenges of a changing world. It is a journey that demands courage, wisdom, and an unyielding belief in the power of unity. The path forward? Unity in diversity as we navigate the complexities of 2025. The need for unity in America becomes ever more apparent. Embracing diversity, fostering dialogue, and upholding shared values can pave the way forward. Here's how we can start. Empowering youth. Cultivating critical thinking. Investing in education and empowering the youth with critical thinking skills is paramount. By equipping young minds with the ability to analyze information, form independent opinions, and engage in civil discourse, we can foster a generation of informed and responsible citizens. Bridging divides through dialogue when encouraging open and honest conversations across political, social, and cultural divides can help break down barriers and build understanding. Creating platforms for respectful dialogue and active listening can pave the way for finding common ground and forging connections. Celebrating diversity, embracing the diversity that enriches our nation while promoting a sense of belonging for all citizens is crucial. By embracing inclusion and ensuring equal opportunities and rights for all, we can create a society that values and respects its differences. Fostering media literacy. Promoting media literacy and responsible consumption of news is essential in an age of information overload and misinformation. By teaching individuals to critically evaluate sources, recognize bias, and verify information, we can empower them to navigate the media landscape responsibly. Prioritizing mental health and well-being. Addressing mental health stigma and prioritizing the well-being of our communities can help alleviate the emotional burdens that contribute to division. Providing accessible mental health resources and promoting self-care practices can foster a more resilient and empathetic society. Strengthening communities through service. Encouraging civic engagement and service to community can foster a sense of shared purpose and responsibility. By working together on local initiatives, we can build stronger bonds, break down stereotypes, and create positive change. Leading by example. Restoring trust in leadership in times of political division. Restoring trust in leadership is crucial. By demonstrating integrity, transparency, and a commitment to public service, leaders can earn the respect and confidence of their constituents and unite the nation around a shared vision. Embracing compromise and consensus. Spirit of compromise and consensus building among political parties and policymakers is vital. By seeking common ground, fostering collaboration, and prioritizing the greater good over partisan interests, we can move towards more effective and inclusive governance. Protecting civil discourse and democratic values. Safeguarding civil discourse, protecting democratic institutions, and upholding the rule of law are essential to maintaining a functioning democracy. By defending these fundamental principles, we ensure that our government remains by the people, for the people, and that every voice is heard and respected. Embracing these principles and working together, Americans can lay the foundation for a brighter future. By embracing unity and diversity, investing in our communities, and leading by example, we can turn the challenges of 2025 into opportunities for growth, healing, and positive change. The path ahead may be fraught with obstacles, but with unity as our guiding light, America can rise stronger and more resilient than ever before. So, what do you think? Will America rise stronger? Collapse under its own divisions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our deep dives into world events. Thanks for watching. See you next time!